there's something most people with diabetes almost never hear. What you do in the 30 minutes after eating can have a huge impact on your blood sugar levels. For many people, the biggest glucose spikes of the day happen right after meals. This is known as postprandial glucose, and controlling it is one of the most important parts of diabetes management. When you consume foods with carbohydrates, the body transforms them into glucose. This glucose enters the bloodstream, and the body releases insulin to help transport it into the cells. But when there is insulin resistance, something very common in type 2 diabetes, this process becomes less efficient. As a result, glucose remains in the blood longer, generating larger and more prolonged spikes. It is precisely at this moment that the habit of walking after eating becomes so powerful. When you start moving, even with a light walk, your muscles immediately begin to use glucose as an energy source. This means that the body can draw glucose directly from the bloodstream, helping with post-meal blood sugar control. In other words, walking to reduce glucose isn't just a theory. Muscles act like a natural glucose sponge, absorbing sugar from the blood as you move. Another interesting point is that this effect doesn't require intense exercise. Many people imagine they need to do long workouts or difficult physical activities. But when we talk about the benefits of walking after meals for diabetes, the goal is simply to activate the muscles at the exact moment glucose starts to rise. And there's an even more curious detail that few people know. Research suggests that 3 short walks throughout the day, especially after meals, can improve glucose control more efficiently than a single long exercise done at another time. This means that a small habit, like walking after lunch or after dinner, can quietly become one of the most powerful tools for controlling glucose after meals. And best of all, this strategy is simple, accessible, and doesn't require special equipment, complicated routines, or expensive treatments. To understand why walking after meals can be so powerful for diabetes control, we first need to understand what happens inside your body right after you eat. When you finish a meal, especially one that contains carbohydrates like rice, bread, pasta, or even fruit, your digestive system quickly begins breaking those foods down into glucose. This glucose enters your bloodstream and causes your blood sugar to rise. This rise is known as postprandial blood sugar. For people without diabetes, the body usually handles this process efficiently. The pancreas releases insulin, which helps move glucose from the bloodstream into the cells where it can be used as energy. But for many people living with type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance, this process doesn't work as smoothly. The body may produce insulin, but the cells do not respond properly. This condition, known as insulin resistance, can lead to higher and longer-lasting blood sugar spikes after meals. These spikes are one of the biggest challenges in blood sugar management. Repeated diabetes blood sugar spikes can increase inflammation in the body, affect metabolism, and over time contribute to complications related to diabetes. This is why post-meal blood sugar control is so important. Now here is where a simple habit like walking after meals, diabetes strategies, can make a significant difference. When you start moving your body after eating, even with a gentle walk, your muscles immediately begin using glucose as fuel. This process helps pull glucose out of the bloodstream, helping with walking to lower blood sugar and improving post-meal glucose control. What makes this especially powerful is that muscle contractions during walking allow glucose to enter muscle cells through a pathway that does not rely entirely on insulin. In other words, even if your body struggles with insulin resistance, your muscles can still help remove excess glucose from the blood when you move. Here is something even more interesting that many people don't know. Research suggests that sitting still after a meal can significantly increase the chance of blood sugar spikes. But even light activity, such as walking slowly around the house, may help prevent blood sugar spikes and improve overall blood sugar management. This is why many diabetes specialists now recommend light movement as part of a diabetes exercise routine. In fact, walking after meals, diabetes habits are becoming one of the simplest and most accessible ways to support metabolic health. And the best part is that you do not need intense workouts. A short walk can already help your body start using glucose more efficiently. Sometimes, the difference between a large glucose spike and a more stable blood sugar level can be as simple as choosing to move instead of staying seated after a meal. Before we continue, let me take a quick moment to talk directly to you. If you are someone who is trying to improve your diabetes control and learn real strategies for better blood sugar management, then this space was created exactly for you. Living with diabetes often means constantly searching for answers. Many people leave medical appointments with prescriptions, but still feel confused about what they should actually do in their daily routine to keep their glucose levels stable. Simple habits that can prevent blood sugar spikes are not always explained in detail. That is one of the main reasons this channel exists. Here on the Health Insight MD channel, we explore practical and science-based strategies that help people understand how their bodies work and how small lifestyle changes can support better blood sugar control. From daily habits to natural ways to lower blood sugar after meals, the goal is to bring information that is clear, useful, and easy to apply in real life. Many people with diabetes never discover how powerful certain small actions can be for blood sugar management. Habits like walking after meals, improving insulin sensitivity through movement, and creating simple routines that support metabolic health can make a meaningful difference over time. But here is the important part. Most people only start learning these strategies after years of struggling with unstable glucose levels or after complications begin to appear, and by that point, they often wish they had known these things earlier. That is why learning about diabetes control and blood sugar management now can be so valuable. So if you want to understand how simple habits like walking after eating, daily movement, and smarter lifestyle choices can help stabilize glucose and improve metabolic health, take a moment to subscribe to the Health Insight MD channel. This way you will not miss the next videos, where we continue sharing strategies designed to help you manage diabetes in a more informed and confident way. Now, let's continue with today's topic, because the next part explains why walking after meals can have such a powerful effect on blood sugar levels. Now that we understand why walking after meals can significantly improve diabetes control and help with blood sugar management, the next question is, how long should you walk? And how often should you do it? Experts suggest that timing is crucial. The first 30 minutes after a meal are when your blood sugar levels typically rise the most, especially if you consumed carbohydrates This is the window where post-meal glucose control is most needed. Walking during this period allows your muscles to immediately start using glucose as energy, reducing the impact of diabetes blood sugar spikes. The good news is that you don't need to do a long or intense workout. Even a gentle walk of 10 to 20 minutes after each meal can make a significant difference in lower blood sugar after meals. Studies show that short, consistent walks may actually be more effective for stabilizing glucose than a single longer exercise session done at another time of the day. Consistency is also key. Try to walk after breakfast, lunch, and dinner. By turning this into a daily habit, you create a pattern that supports better insulin sensitivity and improves overall metabolic health. Combining walking after meals with other healthy habits, like balanced meals, staying hydrated, and avoiding prolonged sitting, can multiply the benefits for your blood sugar control. Here is something many people don't realize. Even light movement, like strolling around the house, stretching while standing, or walking to get water, can trigger glucose uptake by muscles and help prevent postprandial blood sugar spikes. The goal is movement, not intensity. Finally, listen to your body. If you feel fatigued or have mobility limitations, start slow and gradually increase your walking duration. Even small improvements in walking after meals diabetes habits can translate into meaningful changes in blood sugar levels over time. Now let's dive into the science behind why walking after meals has such a remarkable effect on diabetes control and blood sugar management. Understanding this will give you confidence that this simple habit isn't just a tip, it's a science-backed strategy. After eating, your body experiences a natural increase in blood sugar as glucose from food enters the bloodstream. In people with diabetes or insulin resistance, this rise can be exaggerated and prolonged, leading to post-meal blood sugar spikes that can harm metabolism and increase inflammation over time. Walking after meals engages your muscles in a way that actively helps your body regulate glucose. Muscle contractions stimulate a process called glucose uptake, which allows cells to absorb sugar from the bloodstream even when insulin efficiency is reduced. This is one reason why walking to lower blood sugar is so effective. Your muscles act like natural glucose sinks, helping stabilize blood sugar after meals, without relying solely on insulin. Recent studies show that short bouts of walking, even as brief as 10 minutes after eating, can reduce postprandial glucose levels significantly. Longer walks of 15 to 20 minutes provide even greater benefit. But the key is consistency. Daily post-meal walking helps maintain better insulin sensitivity, supports metabolic health, and can even reduce the risk of long-term complications associated with diabetes. Here's an interesting insight many people overlook. The intensity doesn't need to be high. Gentle movement, like a casual walk or light stretching, can be enough to trigger glucose uptake in muscles. It's the movement after eating that matters most, not the speed or distance. Additionally, walking after meals can have broader metabolic benefits beyond blood sugar control. It improves circulation, supports gut health, and helps with digestion. Combined with other healthy lifestyle choices, balanced meals, proper hydration, and avoiding prolonged sitting, this simple habit becomes a powerful tool for managing diabetes naturally and sustainably. In short, walking after meals is one of the most effective, low-cost, and accessible strategies for better diabetes control, post-meal blood sugar management, and overall metabolic health. By integrating this habit into your daily routine, you're giving your body a scientifically proven advantage in stabilizing glucose and improving quality of life. Now that you understand the science behind walking after meals and how it helps lower blood sugar after meals, let's focus on practical tips to maximize its benefits for diabetes control and blood sugar management. These strategies go beyond just stepping outside. They help you get the most impact from each walk. First, timing is everything. Aim to start walking within the first 10 to 15 minutes after finishing your meal. This is when blood sugar levels typically peak, and your muscles can immediately start using glucose for energy. Even a short 10 to 20 minutes walk during this window can improve post-meal blood sugar control and help prevent diabetes, blood sugar spikes. Second, consistency is more important than intensity. Daily walking after meals creates a pattern that strengthens insulin sensitivity over time. You don't need to walk fast or cover long distances. Steady movement is highly effective. Small changes, like taking the stairs after lunch or walking around the neighborhood, are excellent ways to integrate walking into your routine naturally. Third, combine walking with mindful eating habits. Avoid sitting immediately after eating. Limit high-sugar snacks, and drink water during your walk. This combination amplifies the positive effects on glucose stabilization. You can even turn it into a mini mindfulness session by focusing on your breathing, posture, and surroundings, which reduces stress, a factor that also affects blood sugar control. Fourth, track your progress. Use a simple journal or a mobile app to record your walks and monitor your post-meal glucose levels. If you have a glucose meter, observing trends will motivate you to maintain the habit and help you notice patterns in your blood sugar spikes. Finally, mix in small bursts of movement. Gentle stretching, stepping in place, or short uphill walks can further activate your muscles and optimize glucose uptake. Remember, the key is movement, not intensity. Every step you take after meals contributes to better blood sugar control, improved metabolism, and enhanced overall health. Incorporating these strategies consistently will make walking after meals a powerful, practical, and science-backed tool for managing diabetes naturally. It's a simple habit, but one that can have a profound impact over time on lower blood sugar after meals, post-meal glucose control, and long-term metabolic health. We've covered a lot today. Why walking after meals is so effective for diabetes control, how it helps lower blood sugar after meals, and simple ways to integrate this habit into your daily life. If you've stayed with me until this point, it shows your commitment to taking real steps toward better blood sugar management and post-meal glucose control. If you want more practical, science-backed strategies to manage your diabetes naturally and improve your metabolic health, make sure to subscribe to Health Insight MD. Here, we focus on real habits that few people learn in regular consultations, giving you an advantage to prevent complications before they happen. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below, saying, "I stayed with you until the end, so I know you watched the entire video." It's inspiring to see who is truly invested in their health journey. If you found these tips useful, give the video a like. It's a simple way to show you're engaged and that we're on this journey together toward better diabetes control and healthier blood sugar levels. And before you go, there's a video right next to this one that complements everything we discussed today. Click it and continue exploring these strategies with me. Practical tips await to help you maintain daily blood sugar balance and a healthier lifestyle. Remember, every small step counts. I'll see you in the next video.